Well, greetings everyone, and thank you so much for jumping back once again into another video. So today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin. The CPI report just came in right now, like 5 minutes ago, and right now on my screen I can see that it has raised inflation. The expected inflation was almost about 8.3%. However, the CPI report says that the inflation right now is 8.6%. So that is having a drastic effect right now on the Bitcoin. So I won't waste your time. Let's jump directly into the charts. So as you can see that right on my screen, you see this is the Bitcoin chart here. And you see that I told you about this place being a support level. And as you can see casually, you can see that the support level has already been broken. I'm just using different candles. I have to. Okay, there you see. You see that just right after this report came, this last hour, and we have still 41 minutes, like it was just 20 minutes ago, the CPI report came in talking about inflation being at 8.6%. So you can see that here, right here in front of me, the candle, this bigger candle, it is showing a sell-off, some kind of panic. I don't know how much it is going to go down further, but it seems that it is looking some kind of contained. What should we be expecting? Well, you should expect some sell-off, as well as technically, if you see that, if you talk about Bitcoin is currently at the areas where this should be the bottom of the Bitcoin. If you talk about the bigger trend lines, if I can show you my screen, the bigger trend lines on the macro scale, on the daily time frame, you want to see that. Let's just turn off. Ignore this. I was teaching about the Elliott wave, so I recorded my lecture right here. This is the Elliott wave. Anyways, off topic. Okay, so I was talking about the macro scale. You can see that even previously you had this wedge that broke out, and if you talk about the wedge at this place, you also had the almost same structure that broke out, and you got this big massive moves. So Bitcoin has continuously making these structures for its bigger moves like this one. Let me just correct it. So you can see you saw this wedge here as well. You saw this same structure here as well. And now on the macro scale, we can see the almost the same structure at, this place as well. Let me just get it right there. So right here, this one. Let's ignore the wick. Let's not talk about the wick, because this was just, I would say, 1 hour. So this is a descending and broadening wedge. I would say that. Let's just put it here. So this is just like this one, just a bigger version of this wedge, and we can see that the price action, it is somehow, it's bouncing from this place. So what can we expect from here? We can expect a rally like this one, or we can expect a rally like this one as well. And talking about this specific wedge that you see on the bottom line, this let's say this coinciding wedge, there is something strange about this wedge that has come to my notice. And it is that the time the price takes support on this wedge, you see it took support here, it took support here, and it took support here. And what happened is that you see a lot of capitulation. You see sudden buying. You see the longer wicks on this wedge. If I just extend it right there, that's not strange, I would say. Or if I want to take this thing to, let's say, this place, I want to create something like, maybe something like this, or we can do that like this as well. That won't be bad as well. So this is just a bigger version of wedge, just a bigger wedge, I would say that. And if it breaks out, you can simply pull out the targets. Like you can do this, just place it right above the price level, and then it will come to your notice that you'll see that the price target is almost $60,000 if this thing breaks out. So there would be a massive breakout. This is on a macro scale. But when you jump to the shorter time frames, lower time frames, you see a complete different picture. You can see long wicks going on, and just right now you can see this thing happening. The CPI report just came in, and this would complete this pattern. This is the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. That's some sort of M kind of pattern as you talk about it. Not the actual M, but the price. It shows that we have 3 touch points and 2 common rejection points. I want to draw it like this. It should be like this, McDonald's, like this. However, just extend it a little bit to the sides and this sides. So what if this breaks out? I'm gonna go to the top, target at the bottom, and there, this is the neckline, and this is targeting almost 26,600 if this price level breaks down. So what I am expecting right now to this price currently holding there. This is the no zone. I don't know why it is staying there. Just a week already there. I want the price to go to this next support level, and do whatever it wants to do. Most probably it will try to break it down. So that could be the possible scenario that could happen for Bitcoin. So what you need to do is you need to get ready for anything. You can expect anything. And talking about this macro scale pattern, this micro pattern, this pattern should have broken to the downside, but it looks like the deviation is happening. We have read the concept of the deviation and expansion, and I don't remember the exact concept, but it was something like that. It was deviation, manipulation, and then expansion. So in that, the price actually, it moves forth to and forth something into this accumulation. Then the price it just does a fake out towards the upside, then towards the downside. It makes stop loss hunt. Then there is the actual move towards the either side. So this is what I am expecting for Bitcoin. These are my personal views. This is completely my personal opinion. However, this is for educational purposes. You can take it as an educational video and entertainment video. I do not suggest you to take any kind of trade on that. And this is definitely not a financial advice. So thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video.